For my GLP, I created a mobile application that connects newcomers to Canadian citizens that are offering resources so they can help out with their integration into Canadian society.
I made an app with recipes, articles, information from experts, and an AI bot to answer questions, saving 150 kilograms of meat, 2.2 million liters of water, and 2,400 kilograms of greenhouse gases.
For my capstone research project, I created a water purification system out of an old oil drum, and I cut it and I formed it into a furnace that creates activated charcoal, which is a key in the water purification process.
For my action plan, I tested out the efficiency of community kitchens in combating food insecurity.
For my action plan, I delivered a workshop for grade 8 students to raise awareness about my topic.
So I created 3 boycotts around the holiday season to prevent people from buying Nestle products due to their stealing water in Guelph, Ontario.
To create more green space on campus, I've decided to build a butterfly garden and install a rain barrel.
For my capstone action project, I created a resource to help dyslexic students in school. This resource contains strategies and tools that teachers could use to create an inclusive classroom which would benefit all students.
For my capstone, I created a Twitter account to spread awareness about the plastic pollution in the Pacific Ocean. As well as that, I wrote letters to Government of Ontario and Canadian government to advocate cap and trade program.
I made a brochure to help Syrian refugees who can suffer from mental illness.
For my action plan, I've decided to implement financial literacy into my school curriculum.
I work to eradicate animal testing within Pickering College by promoting cruelty-free chocolate, promoting cruelty-free makeup, as well as promoting a non-animal tested all-natural paleo diet.
For my GOP project, I built an application to help people post safely.
And for my solution, I was targeting the young generation through social media accounts such as YouTube, Twitter, and many more.
For my action plan, I created an awareness video and sent a letter to Seamus O'Regan to start pushing the government on what they will do for improving access for resources.
For my action plan, I designed a program for the grade 2s introducing Taiwanese culture and history.
I created a website to help preserve Native American culture.
I created an Instagram page which has over 10,000 followers sharing original media of women athletes to educate the public about the ongoing issue of wage gaps.
I organized a program where I was able to get 2 high schools to have their students go and donate blood for people in need.
So I made a complimentary workbook for Second Step, which is a program that the junior school kids do, and it basically just helps to promote mental health in youth.
I created a website with online forums to empower and connect people with eating disorders, as well as social media pages to promote my work.
I used the engine to program a game to raise the social awareness about air pollution.
So for my capstone project, I was looking at ways to increase connections to the food bank, and I set up a donation program that the first donation was gone in 2 days.
I made a video and petition to get psychotherapy into Owen.
For my action plan, I created a sculpture to remind people not to use the plastic water bottles.
I taught Turkish to Syrian kids in Turkey.
For my action project, I built a 3D printed a bee hotel and placed it in Miss Burke's farm for it to be used.
I educated consumers on the negative impacts of the meat and dairy industries.
So I decided to create a public health campaign surrounding the negative stigma of euthanasia in Canada.
For my capstone, I created donation boxes to put around York Region to create funds for missing and murdered Indigenous women.
I set up a program to help teenage newcomers to integrate into the Canadian culture.
I made an app to help motivate youth to get active.
In order to combat food insecurity in Canada's Arctic, I created a pilot project that would encourage Arctic residents to cook local recipes using readily available food items.
I created an app that encourages a more sustainable lifestyle and lowers energy costs in households.
My project focused on how to increase interaction and communication with autistic people, and I tried to raise awareness for autism.
I created resources for differentiated programs in inclusive classrooms.
I created a series of videos to educate people about Hong Kong universal suffrage.
I developed a summer program for the left behind children in China.
I created a poster to bring about awareness to a few resources that are unknown to teenagers that are close to drugs or abuse drugs.
I made a poster and did an experiment to educate the girls to buying cruelty-free cosmetics.
I engaged the PC community and coordinated a give-back dinner at Made in Mexico, which raised $1,000 for Habitat for Humanity Mexico.
For my project, I created a new garden in the first South Korea to help high school students to improve their mental health issue.
So my capstone project, it was how to communicate with people who has mental challenges.
I created a Weibo account to help with family violence and unfair treatment in China.
I created a co-curricular program for community living centers which helps our students to go there and get a community hour service.
I created social media platforms to help with the misconceptions surrounding police brutality, as well as contacting the York Regional Police Force, who have agreed to help me in any way that they can.
So my idea was to create a program for students to get their schooling if they're not able to go to school, and also I created a program for new teachers to get their work experience.
I built a game to teach people about chronic disease.
I developed an education program that is going to be implemented in my state in Brazil.
For my project, I created a grade 6 program to help them stay safe online.
I developed a program that helps the seniors who live alone and has a mental issue in China.
I made a video to advocate about visually impairment.
After speaking to a lot of different people in the food industry, I created a program that connects students and volunteer hours to food banks to make a more efficient community.
For my GLP project, I created a website to raise people's awareness about internet security.
I created an informational video to educate students on how revolutionary the PC uniform is.
I developed a program especially helping refugees at hospital.
I created a program that teaches sportsmanship.
So I developed a company that's helping people in the internet security.
Made a social media platform in order to raise awareness for corruption in Russian Orthodox churches.
I created a discussion group on my topic, Islamophobia.
For my GLP project, I was able to organize a non-profit organization and also organize a food distribution to eastern part of Ukraine.
For my action plan, I built a prototype solar panel that was able to power and charge a smartphone.
I developed an app where users can track how much time they're spending on their phones to promote healthier technology living.
I developed an educational program on consent and presented it to the grade 8s, and I also advocated for a change in policy by contacting Rona Ambrose.
For my action plan, I worked with 15 health centers to implement the Get Ushered program, a program that I developed to call and appropriately identify deaf patients for their appointments.